Hey, bro, do you know that your ego is your biggest enemy? And that is actually also your enemy when it comes to finding your dream girl. Let me tell you a little story before I continue. 2 years ago, I was sitting on YouTube and I was watching videos about crossing approach anxiety because I had a big approach anxiety. You know, the feeling that you see a cute girl but you don't approach her because something in you is holding you back. Then I was sitting on YouTube and I was watching videos about how to cure your approach anxiety. And then I saw this guy, and he was helping guys with approach anxiety. And the thing that he did with his clients, and I thought it was weird as fuck, but he told his clients to make some random stuff, go out and dance in the public, go out and wave to a little kid, or make a funny face to a cute boy or whatever, just something like really off and weird. And I just thought, this is fucking weird. I will never do this. But after some while, uh, and the last couple of months, I have actually thinking back to that video I saw about um, what he was doing and why it actually worked for his clients. I'm not telling you that you need to dance in the public and so on to fix your approach anxiety. But the thing that he was actually working on was the ego. Because we all walk around with egos. Let's say, bro, that you're a guy that you think yourself as a cool guy, you think yourself as a polite guy, as a friendly guy, you think yourself as a not a creep, not a weirdo. Maybe you have this idea about you. Many guys have. What happened when you approach a girl, maybe in the street, maybe in the public? Then this image of you, that you are a nice, polite, friendly guy, you're not a weirdo, can be crushed completely because suddenly you're the guy that can get rejected by a girl in the street. And suddenly maybe you can think of yourself that, oh shit, I'm that creep that approaches girls in the street, and you get rejected. And that is your ego, that is your persona that is getting crushed. And that really hurt as people, as our guys, because that's our ego, that's our thought about ourselves. And that's why that if you're not crushing your ego, you will get a really hard time getting success with dating. Because getting success with the approaching girls and so on is not about doing everything good and have great conversations. It's actually to be vulnerable and risk yourself and be okay with getting in weird situations, being okay with getting rejected, being okay with being nervous, being okay with that everybody looks at you and you feel like you're the biggest weird guy on the planet. And if we go back to the video I saw 2 years ago, it's actually funny because the thing that coach was doing with his clients was actually to crush the ego as soon as possible. Because let's say that you go out on the street and there's a lot of people, and let's say you begin to dance like crazy, boom, 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 boom. You're crushing your ego because suddenly you're not that cool guy that you imagine, because suddenly you are like a guy that's dancing around. But when you have done that, then suddenly you're also free to do whatever you want because your ego is already crushed. And then you can then you can approach the girl, then you can tell a compliment to the girl, then you can have a nice flirty conversation with a girl in the mall or whatever, and don't care about that your ego is getting crushed because you already smashed it or crushed it before. So I'm not saying that you need to to dance as a monkey in the street, but I'm just telling you that you need to think about yourself and you need to see what kind of image, what kind of ego are you telling yourself, because that is holding you back. And it was first when I began to really crush my ego and change my mindset about me that I really began to get really good with girls, because I began to be like, fuck it, I need to do this. This is important for me. And yeah, I don't care if I get seen as a creep. That's fine, because this is more important than my self-image. So, bro, if you're watching this, maybe you already know deep down You know your ego better than yourself. Why you're not approaching that girl, what excuses you're telling yourself, and you need to go out and actually think about how you can quickly as possible destroy that ego, but also destroy those um, those stories you're telling yourself. If it's because maybe you're telling yourself that it's weird to approach a girl, then you, as soon as possible, bro, need to go out and do something weird shit, and do something that is out of your comfort zone, that doesn't feel nice, because it's out of your comfort zone. It's out when you destroy your self-image that you grow a lot as a human. Or you can also just sit home and watch video games. It's up to you, bro. But no matter what, you need to destroy that ego, and it can also be beneficial other areas in your life. You know, having that hard conversation with your parents, telling your friend that you didn't like the joke he made about you, or whatever, or go after your job. Or maybe another thing is also, maybe you're just in a position that you don't like, but you don't want to quit your job, or maybe you don't want to pursue your own dream about being a YouTuber, or doing whatever, because that is your self-image. What if you fail? And you don't want to be a failure. So ego is the enemy, and you need to crush it. All right. Thank you, bro. And if you want my help, you can check out my description. All the best.